Okay, today I'm going to show you another way to hook up your wiring system to your fuel pump, because I've been looking at some rules and I've seen some places do not want you to have a toggle switch. It wants you to have everything connected back to the key being on and off. So what I've done is I've been trying to find an easier way, since I already have mine run this way up through here and hooked right there. Any easier way that I'd be able to run it and it'd be just fine. The closest thing I saw to this, the radio. Now what you do to figure out which wire's hot and which one's not, if you want to have my tool fell, one of these things, hook it onto a ground, such as right there, and none of these wires that touch in here are hot right now. But what you got to do is turn on your key so you can see which stuff is hot at the same time as your key is. So what I've done is I played in here and can tell you which one it is when I find it. It should be right here. It's lit up. It means that one is hot. It means the yellow wire right here is hot. Turn off the key. Turn it back on. I touch that wire. The wire is no longer hot, which means that one is run just with my key. What you'd have to have, though, is how I have my lens is all dirty, but oh well. What you'd have to have, though, is you'd have to run one wire for that and one wire to a ground. Now, by looking in here, my assumption would be that this black one is the ground. I don't know 100%. I'd have to look at it more, but it is not. It's not hot when the key is turned. This yellow one right here is the only one that is. So, and that's just another thing that you can do if it does not allow you to do this. And if you're like me and you already cut the wiring harness to your fuel pump and you don't really know which wire it is, because on this Buick, this was run through the same lights as that was on the taillight. So I mean, I cut it all, not even thinking about it, turn on my key, and I did not have a fuel pump. So if you have anything like that, to where you have to run it through there, there's different ways of doing it. You don't have to run through the same wire. You just have to have a wire that is on at the same time as the battery is on. And the radio, that wire should always be hot. The reason that your radio is not always on is because it has a switch. It's the exact same as this kind of fuel pump, but you have like this would be the switch to turn your radio on and off. And this is the switch to turn my fuel pump on and off. That yellow wire is what it always is feeding it. Just like a battery is always feeding this one. The only difference is I turn it on and off. So, you know, there's different ways to do things. So you can find a way that works for you and that fits inside your rules of your demo. Like this is just two different ways that you can do it real simply. I mean, there's not really much more work needed to be done to do either of these ways. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Watch the rest of my videos. Any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you.